Okay. So in the last class, we discussed about lists and tables. So how many types of lists we have? How many types of lists we have? Answer. How many types of lists we have? Tell me. How to create a table? Hello. Answer the questions. How many types of lists we have? Huh? You are not listening the classes? Okay, leave it. So, as per your syllabus, in today's class, we are going to discuss about these frames, and we left with only one topic, that is formulation elements, forms, and formulation elements. This is the only one topic which we left in unit 1. So, I will finish it off that unit by in next 2 classes. So, today we will complete this frames topic, so that we are going to complete unit 1. Okay. So, that is about this HTML. Now we will discuss about frame. So what is a frame? So here a frame is nothing but we can divide the browser into multiple pieces, in the sense different windows. So every window is known as a frame. So HTML frames are used to divide your browser window into multiple sections, where each section can load a separate HTML document. A collection of frames in browser window is known as frame set. The window is divided into frames in a similar way. The tables are organized into rows and columns. So just like a table will have rows and columns, in the same way a browser window will have multiple sections. So each and every section is called as a frame, and collection of sections is called as a frame set. Okay. So how to create frames? To create frames, we have a tag called frame tag. So in that, by using that frame tag, we create frames. So here as usual, program will be same, frame set rows. So it is how many rows we want, 10%, 80% and 10%. So here it will create total 3 rows. Okay. So first I will try to execute the program, so that you can understand. Control C, Windows R. Opening a notepad file, paste the program, file, save, frame example1 dot html, save, opening that folder. Where is that frame? Yeah, frame. Open with why it is taking time. Okay, open with Chrome. So in this program, I want to split my window into 3 places, 3 parts. First part is 10%, second part is 80%, third part is 10%. So here you can see part 1, part 2 and part 3. So your entire window is divided into 3 parts: frame 1, frame 2 and frame 3. Okay. So here SRC is nothing but which file you want to display. So here he has given some file names. So instead of this, whatever the files I'll have in my program, I'll mention the file names. So list 1, lists, list 1, list 2. Okay, I'll make it as these 3. So here I'll write list2.html, and in this place I'll go with lists, and here I'll write list 1. Okay, so these are the 3 files which I want to display in those 3 sections. Okay, here I'll say file, save. I'm going to the browser again and refresh. So you can see the first file, this is the first file, this is the second file, and it is the third file what you have. So I specified the sizes as 10%, 80% and 10%. So now what I will do, I will make changes here. I will make it as 50%. So total we left with 40%. Okay. So file, save, try to refresh it. Now sizes will be decreased. Okay. So here I mentioned rows, that's why we got frames horizontally. These are horizontal frames. So instead of place, in this place if you mention columns, in that place if you mention columns, then we'll have horizontal tabs. Okay, COLS. If you mention COLS, then file, save, and you just check this. So instead of rows we have columns. So that is horizontal frames and vertical frames. So if you specify row, that will be horizontal frames. If you specify columns, that will be vertical frames. Okay. So this is an example for frames. So frame set is a tag. Here you have to split how much percentage you want to split. So for example, if you didn't specify 40%, even you can use star. Star in the sense the remaining place will be taken care by third frame. So file, save, now refresh. So you don't have any change. Okay na? So first frame will take 10%, second frame 50%, third frame will be 40%. So in the first frame we'll have list 2, second frame will have list, third frame will have list 1. So these are the 3 frames what you have. It is top frame, it is main frame, and it is bottom frame. If it is columns, sorry, if it is rows, if it is columns, then we'll have first frame, second frame and third frame. So everything you have to write it in between frame set tag. In this frame set tag we have frame tag. Okay, see this no frames, it won't appear, the text it won't get appeared when your page or your web browser will support frames concept. If your web browser doesn't support this no frames, it doesn't support frames concept, then only this no frames content will be displayed. Remember this point. ఒకవేళ మీ వెబ్ బ్రౌజర్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ అనే టాపిక్ని సపోర్ట్ చేయకపోతే ఈ నో ఫ్రేమ్స్ అనే దాంట్లో ఏదైతే మనం రాసామో యువర్ బ్రౌజర్ డజంట్ సపోర్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్స్, ఈ లైన్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, until and unless your browser supports the frames concept, then this line, these lines, these no frames tag doesn't have any meaning. Okay, so columns tag and rows tag. For borders we can specify the border for every frame, and frame border and frame spacing. All these are the different attributes for that. SRC is an attribute, already we have seen in this program. SRC, which HTML page should be displayed in first frame, this is second frame, and this is third frame. SRC is nothing but source. Name is nothing but the frame name. Okay, frame border, margin width, margin height, no resize. So if you want to resize that window, we can resize here. See, you can resize. Okay, if you want to restrict the resize options, then what we can do, we can use this no resize option. No resize equal to no resize, then we can't resize that. Scrolling, yes or no. For example, you have this some content here. If it is horizontal, sorry, if it is vertical, you can't see that. Now if it is rows, then I'll make it as rows, then you'll come to know. ROWS, rows, file, save. I'm changing it. Now you can see a scroll bar here. Wait, if I write like this, then you can find a scroll bar here. Okay na? Scroll bar kanipistunda? Scrolling. So this is scroll. If you want to enable this scroll, we can enable. For this, scrolling equal to yes. If you make scrolling equal to no, it won't allow you to scroll that screen. Okay. So the browsers, maximum of the browsers will support this frames topic. Even if you have a old browser, then only this no frames tag will appear. Until unless your frames will support, we don't have a meaning for that no frames tag. Okay. So here we can create some links here using HTML, using these frames name and target attributes. HTML frames, menu HTML, name menu page. So here what we can do, first link is href main page, target is main page, follow the document, the content main.html. If you click on that, it will come. Okay, we'll check this example here, live demo, how it will execute the code. Click any link to see the result. Where is that result where we have to run the code? Here we don't have an option to run the code. Okay, I'll write it once. I'll go with one more program what we have here. This is vertical frame set, already we have seen for columns. This is vertical frames, and if you go with horizontal, in the sense you have to mention it as rows, then we'll go with horizontal frames. And no frames tag, already we have discussed. Every web browser doesn't support frames. The no frames tag is special tag for browsers that doesn't support frames. So if your browser supports frames, then we have no need to use that no frames tag. And these are the attributes, already we have discussed about these attributes, and we'll see this program here. Scrolling will be auto, margin width has specified, no resize, we can't resize that frame. So these are the options we have. And inline frames, a frame inside another frame is called as inline frame. So here this is called inline frame. So we'll check this example. Control C, I'll go with it, file, new, paste. Here source will be some image I have to insert. So whatever the image I have, some images I need here, right? img1, so I'll take it as img1, inline frames. So I'm saving it, iframe ex.html, save. Where is that iframe? Iframe ex, open with Chrome. So this is one frame. In a frame you have one more frame, a frame inside a frame. So here it is not, it is allowing scroll, it is not allowing to resize. Why? Because resize equal to no, you didn't mention anything here. A frame inside another frame is called iframe. Okay, so the source will be img1.jpg, whatever the image we have, that is displayed here. These are inline frames. So for that we have to use iframe tag, iframe src equal to, you have to specify the file which you want to insert into that frame. And navigation of frames from one frame to another frame, how to navigate. So here so we have two frames. First program, Control C. I'll go with one more notepad file. Here this is the first program, frame f1, source flink.html. So instead of flink I am going with lists.html. ఎందుకంటే నా దగ్గర ఈ ఫైల్ లేదు, నా దగ్గర ఉన్న ఫైల్స్ పెట్టుకుంటే మనకి ఈజీగా వస్తుంది. list.html frame 1 లో ఉండాలి. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద అనదర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్? దిస్ ఈజ్ అనదర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, Control C. We'll go with here, already we have it. So go to file and new. Here I am taking this another file. So target equal to f2, click here. In f2 we must have click here, and whenever we click on that, it has to display this file. If you click on that, it has to display this file, flink.html. okay, so the frame 1 has to link with the second frame. Okay, so here for this I am giving a name as flink.html. so the same name I'll give here, flink. Okay, so what will happen in that frame? If I click on that, automatically it has to display this. Okay, so here also I'll go with this image is not available. I have my image img1.jpg, flink, and it is save. I'm go with nflink.html, save. Now I have to execute nflink.html file. We'll see what will happen. nflink.html I have to execute. Open with Google Chrome. So your screen is divided into two windows as per this example. Columns, 30% will be first frame, remaining will be second frame. So f1 we have flinks.html. if you click on this, click here, then that flink will come, whatever the contents, image leda, img1 image 1 whatever I have, img1 kada, img1.jpg. is it correct now? Why it is didn't come? jpg file, save. Now refresh, click here. Yeah, now if I click on this, automatically the image have come. Okay, so here I have created two files. Just check it out. I created two files. I am linking one file with another file. So this will be the first program. I have two rows, row 1 and row 2, two frames here. Frame set calls equal to 30, so I have got vertical frames. For a first frame I have given the name as f1 and source will be flink.html, and the second one And the second one, here I mentioned this link target, click F2. So this is F-link with the program ahref equal to mg1.jpg target equal to F2, where it has to display. If I click on this, click here, it has to display in F2. So it has to display in frame 2, it has to display. So in frame 1 we will have this click here. Okay. So first one source is flink.html. What contents will have here, that will be that has to be displayed. Okay. So this is how to link to documents using frames. Nesting of frames in the sense one frame inside another frame is called as nesting of frames. So already we have seen that topic, it is nesting of frames. So we'll go with this example also. File, new. So we have frame inside another frame, that is called nesting. Close tag, here close, frame set close. Okay. So here go to file, save, nesting frames dot html. Nesting in the sense one frame inside another frame, that is considered as nesting of frames. So where is that program? Yeah, nesting of frames. Right click, open with Chrome. So here you can see nesting of frames as per the program. So what I said, rows 40% and remaining. So this is 40 and it is 60. Frame set F11 and F12. Next frame set columns 33 and remaining up to its own. Okay. So first row first column, first row second column. This is first row first column, first row second column. Then second row first column, second row second column, second row third column. So 33 and remaining will be whatever you have, that is 34. So as per the program, your frame is divided into first two rows, row 1 and row 2, and will have two columns. Okay. Then third frame set columns, I am dividing it into three columns. This is one frame set and it is another frame set. So this is one frame set and it is another frame set. So total I have two frame sets, one frame set with one row and two columns, and second frame set is with one row with three columns. So total how many rows we have? Two rows we have. Okay, two rows and three columns. So in which way you want to display your content, based on that you have to write the code in the frame set tag. So if you want to display the frames, we must use a tag that is called frame set tag. Okay. So that is as per this example, we have this frame set tag. So this is about frames topic. So how to create it, how to create frames and how to display the frames which we will have in this session. Now we'll try to execute it following this example. And try to execute it. We'll see whether it will get executed or not. Previous example didn't work, so now we'll see this example. Google. If I click on Google, Google page has opened. If I click on Microsoft, Microsoft page has opened. If I click on BBC News, BBC News page will open. Okay. So here what he said, this is a basic main menu program. If I click on this menu program, this should come. This is a main page, content from any link will be displayed here. So in the second page everything will be displayed. So here I didn't use any frames tag. When we load test.htm, it produces the following result. Now you can try to click the links available in the left panel and see the result. The target attribute can also take one of the following values. Busy color, this page can content from the link will be displayed here. Okay. Okay. So this is all about frames, frames, nesting frames, inline frames, and horizontal frames and vertical frames. So if you want to go with horizontal frames, horizontal in the sense rows, so you have to specify under frame set tag, you have to specify the row value, how many rows you want to go with, those number we can specify. If you want 5 frames, specify 5 values, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. So you will get 5 frames. So we will see one example for that. All files, frame example 1. So in this, here I mentioned only 2. So instead of this, if I make it as 20%, 20%, 30%, మొత్తం అంతా 30, 40, 70 and 30%. Total I have 4 frames. Okay. Control C, I'll have one more frame. Bottom 1, bottom 2. So we have to give a file name. What I will give? Check any program name. Table programs are there. Table 1. Okay, I'll give table 1. Table 1.html. File. Save. Now just execute frame example 1 program. Right click, open with browser. Now check total how many frames you have. 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. Okay na? So how many frames you want, you have to specify over there. What are the frames and all. Okay, so this is all about frames options. Okay, now we'll see some examples for forms, the last topic of your unit 1. We'll see introduction part for forms. So what are the different types of forms we have? So and in HTML, forms are used to collect different kinds of user inputs. For example, forms are required when you want to collect some data like name, email address, contact number, etc., etc. So a form is an area that can contain form elements. These form elements can be any text field, text area, drop down menus, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc., etc. So for this we have to use one tag that is called form tag, and we have different types of elements: input, text area, button, select, options, field set and label. So input in the sense which type of element you are using, that will be described. Text area in the sense it will have an area where we can write addresses, etc. Button is a button. So selection will nothing but your drop down menu. Options are also called as drop down fields. Field set and label. So label is nothing but, for example, if you go with a form, enter your name or user name, that is nothing but label. Password is a label, and after that label will have a box, so that is called text box or input. Okay, so these are the different form tags we have. So input tag we have, it can be text or checkbox or radio or button, which type of input you are giving. that's going to be specified by this input tag, or it can be reset or submit or password. So input attributes are type, name, align, alt, size, source, value, and maximum length, width. So these are all the attributes of input tag. So this input type can be, it can be a button, it can be a box, checkbox, it can be a file, it can be hidden, image, password, radio, reset, submit, text. So these are the different types of inputs we may give. So name is nothing but the field name, and alignment, we have 4 types of alignments. Alternative text, what it has to display, size will be the number, source is nothing but your URL, and all these things we'll see whenever we go with an example. So this example program, once I execute the program, then we will come to know. How to select the content. It is not coming. So see here, for this it is an HTML form, it should be in center and with bold and underline. So see here, in normal body HTML form, he has written with the h2 tag and underline tag. In between these two he has written HTML form. So that's why it came in the middle. Okay. Next, username is a label, it is a text box, input type is equal to text, password is also label, input type is equal to text. So we'll see those two, how he has written. For this he has to open form tag, input type equal to text, name equal to NMS, size is 20, maximum length is 10. So 10 characters we can enter. Break, one more is password. So here it is also password. So in this, whatever you enter in password box, it won't be displayed. It will be in dots. Okay. So password, size is 20, maximum length is 8, break. Next, gender with space. So see here, see the output, gender, we have a space, male radio button, female radio button. Male input type equal to radio, male input type equal to radio, value is male, female input type equal to radio. Then after radio buttons, what you have? Check boxes. Interest, music input type equal to checkbox, name C1, value music. Same, movies, surfing, reading. For all these, input type equal to checkbox, that's why we got checkboxes here. Next we have button. So there we have to write submit, input type equal to button, name equal to B1, value equal to submit. So these are all the form elements. So you have to close this form tag, and everything you want it in center. So everything it has displayed in center. Paragraph close, body close, HTML close. So if you run the program, you will get your output like this. Okay. So we'll see an example program using this. Where are HTML forms? HTML, where are forms? Formatting table, list frames, blocks, forms, right. We must have a program, simple program, so that we will come to know. See here, first name, input type equal to text, input type equal to text, first name, last name. So here you can insert some text, here also you can insert text. Okay. So text can be inserted. If you specify password, then password input type equal to password, first we can enter something, the password will be in dots. Okay, whatever you enter here you can't see. Why? Because input type equal to password, password can't be visible outside. So here first user ID will be the text, so whatever you will enter you can see the content. Second type, password will be invisible, that's what you have to specify. This is label, and here input type equal to text. Here you can insert the text. Here also you can insert password. Okay, that is the thing. So type, name, value, size, maximum length. Multiple line text, if you want to enter multiple line text, then input type equal to text area you have to write. So text area you can write 5 rows and 50 columns. So this is the thing. Name equal to description. So form, for that we have text area. So you have to specify how many rows and how many columns I can write. So in this description I can write only 5 columns, 5 rows. If it is exceeded, we can exceed. By default it will come with 5 rows. While typing, if you want to increase it, you can increase it. Automatically the scroll bar will also be added. So everything you have to include in between this form tag. Text area, this is the area where we can write some text. So if you want to go with a single line, that will be input type equal to text. If you want to go with multiple lines, that is text area. That is text area. Okay. So rows will specify number of rows, we can go with a number of columns, in this we can write. Check boxes, again input type equal to checkbox. So we will get either this one or this one, we can select the check boxes. Radio buttons, same, we will have radio buttons, either this or that. Check boxes we can select multiple, but in radio buttons we can select only one. Next, select box. So here we have options we can select. Okay. I will show you an example. Option value equal to physics, option closed. So if you want to add one more option here, maths, physics, here I will go with web. I will go with one more option, RDBMS. Okay, now I will try to run the program, just check it out. So I have 4 options. Why all physics? Okay, ikkada marchali. Okay, here you have to change. Web, RDBMS. Now check the preview. Okay, na? You have multiple options. How many options you want to add? You can add with the help of select name equal to drop down, option value you have to write selected, option value what you have selected. So selected in sense, by default maths will come. For example, if you remove selected here and if you add that selected here, now check the difference. By default, previous example, maths is by default selected. Now you will see web will be the by default selected option. So default option, if you want to make, you can go with selected attribute. Okay. File upload, regarding these files and how to upload these files, we will see in the next class. Files concept, files and buttons we will see in the next class. So till now we have seen a text box, text area, and checkbox, radio button, and list. What is this? Select box control. So these are the things which we have discussed in today's class. Apart from that, we have discussed frames topic also. So tomorrow we'll finish forms and we'll go with a bit revision part of unit 1. Okay, na? So these are the things what you have in this unit 1. So tomorrow we'll discuss about remaining stuff. Okay. Thank you.